What up, New York Giant Nation? It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan, coming back to y'all with the Week 9 edition of the True Blue Preview. The New York Football Giants traveling out to Sin City to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's get right to it, man. Once again, back-to-back weeks, New York Giants involved in the game with another team that's not so great. So expectations for this football game are not exactly through the roof, as far as good football is concerned. You know, the Las Vegas Raiders will be coming out with rookie quarterback Aiden O'Connell, making, I believe, his second start of the season. But this time he has the blessing. He has more of the blessing of the team around him, behind him, and who knows what to really expect. Not a lot of tape to see on Aiden O'Connell, so the New York Giants had their work cut out for him in that regard. But let's talk about some more comebacks for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones back in the lineup after missing the last 3 games, has been now cleared for contact, can take some hits, and he's back. Tyrod Taylor, as we know, Tyrod Taylor went down against the New York Jets last Sunday, so he's definitely not going to be in the lineup to back up Daniel Jones. Looks like Tommy DeVito will have that duty once again as the backup quarterback for this game. I'm going to really hope that Daniel Jones can hold up, because we saw what offense looks like with Tommy DeVito in there.
He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
Clearly not very functional. Not that it's been overly functional with Daniel Jones out there either through the first 5 games of the season that he did play. However, clearly Daniel Jones gives his team a better chance to win this football game. On the injury front, man, same old things, man. A lot of these guys, Evan Neal, Andrew Thomas, listed as questionable. So that's an upgrade, especially for Andrew Thomas. Big time upgrade possibility. He may actually be on the field on Sunday. That'll be a big boost for this New York Giant offense, getting their best offensive lineman back. Darren Waller, obviously, is going to be out. Tyrod Taylor is going to be out, obviously. And Graham Gano, the kicker, has been placed on IR. So the New York Giants are currently working out a couple of kickers. Randy Bullock and brought another guy in as well. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see he'll be doing kicking duties on Sunday. Most likely, I would assume it will be Randy Bullock. But I think the key to this game for the New York Giants is, at this point, they've given me no reason to have any faith or belief in this offense. So I don't. I flat out can't do it. I can't stand behind and get behind this offense. It's been that atrocious all season long, barring 2 quarters out in Arizona. It's been absolutely atrocious all season long. So what we need in this game, I think the key to this football game is going to be the defense of the New York Giants. If this defense can bring that same energy that they brought the last few weeks of the season, of this season, then I think the New York Giants do have a good chance in this football game. Because the Raiders, I think if they can play, the defense can play at the level they played at against the Jets, against the Bills, against the Commanders, against this young quarterback out there with the Raiders are putting out there, that could really be key and instrumental. So if Kayvon Thibodeau can continue playing at the level he's been playing at, which is at right now at an absolute all-pro level, he has risen to the occasion. He heard the things people were saying, obviously, and he's woken up and he's responded. And he's responding like a pro. 8.5 sacks on the season now. 3 big sacks last week. Forced fumble. Yeah, Kayvon Thibodeau's been all over the field. Dexter Lawrence is getting his legs back under him. I mean, he was a monster PFF's player, a defensive player of the week last week. Dexter Lawrence back making the kind of noise that he was making a year ago. So, defense has been playing great. I mean, the linebackers, I think the New York Giants are quietly putting together one of the better linebacking duos in the league, and Bobby Okereke and Micah McFadden. I think not enough people are talking about those guys right now, and they're lighting it up. And the young secondary led by the rookie Deonte Banks out there, just making plays, man. Right now, this New York Giant team has the confidence in this young man to line him up on every team's best receiver. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing Deonte Banks getting the responsibility of trying to slow down Devontae Adams. I'm not going to say stop Devontae Adams because nobody's really going to just go out there and stop Devontae Adams. But slow him down, get in the way enough, just make some plays, man. Devontae Adams is going to make some plays because he's Devontae Adams. But Deonte Banks can go out there and do some things and make some noise, and continue to play at the level that he's been playing at. And that's going to be good things for the New York Giants, man. Also, out there in the secondary, Dory Jackson is going to have to step up in this game. We need the veteran presence of a Dory Jackson, man. He's got to play. He's got to step up and elevate his game a little bit more than what we've been seeing. We're going to need that out there in this particular game. I mean, I talked about Devontae Adams. The Raiders have a couple other, receivers. Michael Mayer is starting to actually, their rookie tight end from out of Notre Dame, second-round draft pick. He's starting to heat up a little bit. He's starting to make a little bit of noise, looking like the guy, the prospect that he was entering the NFL draft this past season. And so you just got to go out there and you got to take care of business. You got to play good, clean football. Too many mistakes. There's been too many mistakes, especially offensively. Got to clean that up. And as far as special teams go, I don't want to see Jamie Gillian punting the ball 13 times again. That's just not winning football. The defense is playing winning football. The offense is playing absolute losing football. Like I said, hopefully if Andrew Thomas is able to get back into the lineup, that will be a big boost to this offensive line. But there's still no guarantee. It's looking like right now he's still probably going to be a game-time decision at best. So we'll have to wait and see on that, man. But you got to get Saquon Barkley going early and often in this one, man, because he's clearly the key to this offense. The only thing that can make this offense go a little bit is Saquon Barkley. So he's coming back-to-back, coming off of back-to-back 100-yard performances. Absolute workhorse a week ago over in MetLife against the Jets. And it was still all for naught. So got to make his production matter. Got to make his production matter. And maybe with the addition of Daniel Jones back in this offense, it will help out. Maybe that will help out, but Daniel Jones, you can't be that gun-shy guy that you were through the first 5 weeks of the season. You got to look to what Tyrod was doing his last few weeks, and you got to take some pages out of that book. You got to throw that ball down the field. You got to. You can't be dinking and dunking all over the place, man. That's not getting it done, and it's not going to get it done. Therefore, you coming back, Daniel Jones, we need to see a newer version of you, a better version of you, a more confident version. We already know the offensive line is bad, but you got to figure out a way to weather that storm. We're not going to keep using that as an excuse. Tyrod Taylor, he had the same bad O-line you had. Granted, I do feel like the O-line was playing a little bit better, but at the end of the day, it was still a bad O-line. And he was finding ways to still hit guys down the field. We had more big plays in the 3 weeks that Tyrod Taylor played than we had the entire time that you played through the first 5 weeks of the season. So that just tells you everything you need to know. The weapons aren't the greatest, but you got to make do with what you got. Get Jalen Hyatt more involved. Get Wan'Dale Robinson more involved. To me, those are your two best guys you got, especially now that Darren Waller is out of the picture for right now, for the foreseeable future. You got to get Wan'Dale Robinson and Jalen Hyatt more involved in this offense. I don't know what they're doing with Sterling Shepard. It's just kind of been weird, everything they've been doing with him, but he's the veteran presence of Sterling Shepard. Look, I know he gets hurt a lot, but at the end of the day, while he's healthy, get what you can get out of him while he's healthy at least. I mean, you got to use these guys. You got to throw everything, and then you got to get some consistent play out of Darius Slayton. We got to just do better. And Isaiah Hodgins, where have you been at all season? Like, where has this guy been all season? I just don't understand. Like, the potential this kid showed a season ago, what happened? I don't know. I can't understand. I can't figure anything out with this offense, honestly. It's just been that bad. It has truly been that bad, and I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, I think the defense is going to have to win this football game because I just can't put any more faith in the offense at all until they prove me otherwise. I think the defense has to have a big day, and I think they will. I think they're very capable of doing so. I think they played really, really good football, been one of the best defenses in the league over the course of the last few weeks. Absolutely been matter of fact, they've been a top 5 defense over the course of the last 3 games. So this defense has to come out, continue that level of play, and I think the New York Giants have a chance here. And with that being said, I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the New York Giants winning this football game. I'm going to say 17-13. 17-13, the New York Giants win this football game out in the desert, man, out in Vegas. I believe the defense is going to force mistakes by the young quarterback, create some turnovers, which they've been doing a lot of in abundance, has won the turnover battle for also the last, I believe, 4 straight weeks. The defense has won the turnover battle. So I believe they force some mistakes, force some errors, and ruin Antonio Pierce's head coaching debut. Legendary Antonio Pierce, we all know, man, legendary New York Giant linebacker from the 2007 Super Bowl team. I love you, AP. But unfortunately, you're making your head coaching debut against us, man. So I can't ride with you this week. I'm going to root for you the rest of the season, but I can't root for you this week. I think the New York Giants ruin your debut, and they win this football game 17-13. Another ugly football game for the New York Giants, a team that just seems to have issues scoring points. I think they're allergic to the end zone or something. They're allergic to the goal line, but it is what it is. Maybe the defense scores a touchdown in this one, but somehow I think the defense is going to be the reason why the Giants win this football game. So 17-13, New York Football Giants win this football game on Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders. And make sure immediately following the game, and I do mean immediately following the game, you tune in live on my channel for the True Blue Aftermath. And definitely on Wednesday, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, you tune in to the Real Deal NFC East Roundup with my boy, the super dope co-host Adam Costas. And we're going to be breaking down all the NFC East action from Week 9, man. And we got a big heavyweight fight in the NFC East this week, and we're going to love to dive into that one. So you make sure y'all tune in. Remember, enjoy the game. It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at MacDaGiantsFan. That's MacDa Giants Fan.